Hello to all my lively ladies, you're very welcome to today's strength training exercises, and these are the best exercises to do at home. Let's get ourselves nice and warmed up now. Just cross the leg over the body here, getting the inner thighs working straight away, and we're just bringing in the arms to help balance the body and just to increase the heart rate, because we know the more limbs we get going as early as possible, the quicker we're going to increase that heart rate. Good. And you can take this nice and slowly, or you can speed it up, depending how you're feeling today. So I'm looking forward to today's strength. We've 2 rounds. I always like to do 2 rounds with strength. Sometimes I do like to do no repeat strength, but generally speaking, I'd like to do at least 2 rounds, because I just find by the time you get to round 2, your body's very in tune with each of the exercises. So we've 12 exercises, 2 rounds today. Let's reach those arms up a little higher. Now I am going down to the floor for some glute presses, but you don't have to. If you have a chair around your house, just grab it now, and you can use your kitchen chair to do the same exercise. You're just going up higher, and that allows you to do the exercise as well without having to go to the floor. I will be doing glute bridges. Now I have done glute bridges on a bed. If you can't get to the floor, that is an option. Your mattress would have to be somewhat firm though. Let's count out these arms and leg moves. 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Push the arms back. Bring those knees up to the front. That's it. Good. Now I want you to really drive the arms back, so we're stretching out. Nice dynamic stretch for the chest and into the front of the shoulder to get us ready, because we have a chest fly coming today. I'm not sure whether I've ever introduced that into the strength workouts, but anyway, we're doing it today. Now you can do an upright chest fly. You've got to be careful with your weight. You might have to drop down lower for an upright chest fly. It's just the different position of the body there, where the weights are going out to the side while you're upright, can be very, very challenging, so just be careful. Or you can do it on a bed again. I know you probably end up doing your workouts in your bedroom at this rate, but most definitely you can do a chest fly on a bed, and I'm going to do it down on the floor, okay? If you have an exercise step, you've got a wonderful advantage, because you've got the extra range of motion being raised up on a step. Okay, good. And we've got some back exercises. We've got a nice mixed bag today, working the triceps, biceps, all these opposing muscle groups. Good, I think everything else is fine. Nice and straightforward today. I'm going to add in some dumbbell punches. You might feel that's a little bit of a strange one for strength, but it does bring a lot of strength into those abdominals. It's a great standing abdominal exercise. Let's do 10 more here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drive your arm across the room. Tap out your toe, just to keep that heart rate coming up for us. Good, and breathe. And out. Good, in and out. Now I do have some sumo squats coming today, and as you know, if you do my workouts regularly, you know that they're very, very exaggerated wide squat. But if you can't do them, just sit down on a chair. Do your sit to stand move that we did recently there in one of our strength workouts. Now out to the front, drive across. Good, and across. Just get into the habit of doing sit to stand every day. I would practice it every day if you have issues with squatting, because it is a fundamental move that we should all be able to do and do correctly. So not slouching into the chair, tapping your bottom off the chair, dropping your pubic bone down to the chair, and then standing up nice and tall. And be aware that your shoulders are down and away from the earlobes. Good, and across. Well done. And let's do 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now tap out the toe again, sink down a little bit, drop your hip, up and tap, drop, up and tap. I think all our modern day way of living has literally killed our mobility. So if you have a look at all the conveniences we have around the house, particularly our couches and that, we do tend to sit back in those around our spine, and the hips are close in and on that, and it really kills our mobility. So it's good just to bring back some life into our joints and our muscles. Punch across, punch, good, and punch. So you can get that little dip in the middle there. That's really going to fire up your glutes and get you ready for your glute presses today. And I'm sure that's a very well-known exercise. We'll be down on all fours and pressing our leg up to the ceiling to contract the glutes. Good. And 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Now let's do some circles. Again, just slightly bending the knees. Rotate those arms around for me. Good work. This is a lovely full body move. Keeps that upper and half working hard. Well done. 2 more. Now let's reverse. Keep the legs doing the same thing. Don't drop your chest. Chest up, look forward. That's it, good. Looking great. And around we go. Well done. Now I have a mat here. You probably just see it's just in shot there, almost. So if you are coming to the floor, unless you're on a carpet, you probably need a mat. And as I said, the chair and the step here, I'm not using actually in the workout today. I'm just including that in the cool down. Good. You don't have to use a step. 2 more. And last one. Let's do some calf raises and we'll start. So I'm just using the step in case you need it. You need to be up higher, but you can actually do those stretches down on the floor. But in case you need to raise yourself up, and then a chair is another option as well. So have chair, step, mat, and of course your weights. All right, now you keep going there, a few calf raises. Get those calves, they are coming up as well today. Get those nice and toasty and warm, and I'll show you the first move. I'm just going to hold a dumbbell out in front. You can hold 2 if you want. Now this is tricky, so don't go too heavy. And we're going to do little pulses. So rather than doing a full range of movement, today we're going to just do something different. We're going to pulse the leg, but we have to do it under control. So be careful you don't go too heavy with your weight. I don't want it to knock you over. All right, we have a little water break coming, just to give the grip strength a rest as well. Okay, you can go with light weights here. You can go body weight if you want to. That's fine as well. Now, nice tall spine, abs are engaged. 45 seconds of work. We're going to really feel the standing leg by the end of this one. The little muscles are quivering in the feet already. Put your foot down if you lose your balance. That's no harm. And regain. Make sure you're drawing your belly button in and you're finding a fixed point in front of you. Try and get some height in that leg. That's it. Don't lean too far to the side. Use your tummy muscles to help you out there. Good. Oh, feeling the burn already. That's it. Come on, we can do it. Lift and lift. Other leg is next. Good. Breathe to get through it. Ooh, that balance is really being challenged here now with this one. Okay, good. Glad to hear the beep on that. All right. A few stationary walks just to bring life back into the legs. Oh my goodness. Exercise 1 has got me already. Okay, tummy muscles engaged. Let's lift. Now I don't want to kick chairs. Let's move away. 1, 2, good. Lift it up. Again, focus on your engagement there with your abdominals. Don't lean too far to the side. If you need a little rest, put your foot down. That's it. And lift and squeeze. Squeeze it out. Come on, you can do it. Try and find that height there. Yes. Working your glute medius, glute minimus. They are part of our glute muscle group. Your bottom, just extend out to the side of the hip. We are nearly there. We can do it. Come on, a couple more. Ooh, that needs practice. All right, now we have our dumbbell punches. You will be so glad to hear the legs are getting a rest with the next one. All right, dumbbell punches. We're going to punch, punch. And then you can do some uppercuts as well, and then a couple of hooks. All right, come on, let's go together. Little bounce of the hips there. 1, 2, punch, punch. Now I want you to be really strong with your punches. I want you to feel that tension around your belly button there, so your hips are not rotating. That's it. This is wonderful standing abdominal exercises while we work our upper half. 2, punch it, punch. 1, 2, punch, punch. Good. 1, 2, and across, and across. 1, 2, that's it. We'll feel the shoulders working here too. 1, and the arms. 2, good work. Okay, now we're on to the sumo squats. So, choose your weight here. You can use your sit to stand on the chair if you're not able to get down into a squat. You can even do a little squat here. Okay, you don't have to be going down too deep. Now we're going to add in our calf raises. Squeeze them out on the way up. Good, keep the chest up. That's it. Sit down and squeeze. And the good thing about having dumbbells out in the front, not only are they providing extra resistance, that's it, good, but they also stop you from dropping forward, because you don't want to drop onto a pair of dumbbells. That's it, good. Send your hips back behind you, good work. Tailbone down, knees tracking out over your shoelaces there or your toes. That's it. Squeeze it out. Okay, and squeeze it out. Now we're going straight into our Romanian deadlift or stiff leg deadlift. So this is the one where we bump the car door shut with our bottom. Okay, and then you go down, just go down to your shins and back up, okay? You don't have to go all the way down. So I wouldn't even, I literally just go below the knee here and back up. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. That doesn't matter. Good, and back up. And down. A lot of people just don't have the mobility to go to the floor. They start ending up rounding their back. Good. So keep your back nice and flat, feeling the hamstrings working here at the back of your leg. So a nice one to do if you're working your glutes. It's nice to work the hamstrings exclusively as well. We might get one more in. And again, with these exercises, I don't try to get lots and lots of reps with them. Okay, now, right. So we are going down now to do some glute presses. Okay, so grab your mat. Now, if you're not able, here's the one on the chair. Press your foot up to the ceiling, okay? So, whoops, down we go. And stay on one side. Now we have 2 rounds of this today, so don't worry if you're not getting a lot of reps in the first round. We'll get lots the next round. Good. And squeeze it out. Just make sure that your wrists, shoulders, elbows are all in a straight line there. Don't sink into the move. And just a very small range of movement. And press your foot up to the ceiling. Press. And press. So it's like you have a tray on your foot and you're pushing the tray up to the ceiling. Have a little stretch back if you like, or you can get more reps. Okay, so we're on to the other leg. Then we're into glute bridges. Okay, so again, engaging your core muscles. Try not to sag your body in the middle. Now I have a tendency to sink into these exercises, so I have to remind myself to keep my elbows nice and straight. Good. And drive that foot up towards the ceiling. You can have, if you have a little mirror or something near you that you can see a reflection, it's nice with these moves. Good. You can actually look under even. Make sure your leg's not falling down too much. Good. Reach into glute bridge now to really, really burn out the bottom here. Well done. Okay. And just rotate around. Now, if you want to, you can actually use a weight here. If you want to add on, if you've been doing glute bridges with me for a little while, if you're new to it, just stay with body weight. Okay, just roll and lift and roll all the way back down. Now, if you don't like it with the weight, I know some people just like glute bridges, body weight. You can just put it down and roll back down into neutral spine. Now, we have spoken about neutral spine here a good few times on the channel. So you know that's where your hip bones, the 2 bony protrusions of the front, and your pubic bone lie in one plane. roll back down. Okay, so you have a nice flat area at the front when you roll back down. Squeeze it, just don't overly squeeze there. Now we're going into our chest flies next. So use the modifications that I talked about there earlier in the workout, in the warm-up. Now, just be careful what weight you use here as well. You don't want to be going too heavy, okay? All right, so relax your body on the mat, relax your neck, and into your fly. Good. Now, again, like I was saying, if you do have an exercise step, you're going to get much more range of movement than I have here. I have the floor here. In some ways it's good. It's protecting my elbows. I'm not overly extending my elbows. Draw that big arc over your head. You can use the floor as a guide so you don't overstretch. That's it. So this is working the chest. Now some back rows next, the opposing muscle groups. Good. Okay, well done. And gently come up. All right, and we'll head into some back rows. Now you can move your mat out of the way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stick our bottom out, just like we did with the RDLs. Palms face up. I'm just changing the position of the palms here. Usually we do palms facing each other. So up to the ceiling and row. That's it, and row. Good. Pull back, so you feel your shoulder blades coming together behind you there. Well done. Good work. Now we're going to do our biceps next with a shoulder press. So we'll combine those nice combination move coming next. Good. And back. Keep going now, feeling the back muscles working there. Well done. Okay. Now, let's go into a bicep curl, shoulder press. We finish out the last round then with some tricep kickbacks. So curl and shoulder. Okay. Curl, shoulder press. And if you want, you can stagger your feet here. Some people find that a little bit easier on their lower back. Push above your head and down. Good. And back down. Good work. Now we'll rest out the grip strength just for a minute or two, and then we'll come back and we'll repeat, yes, that very difficult side leg lift with pulses. You can let me know if you found it as difficult as me. I don't know, might be just having one of those days. Good. Well done. Now let's go into our tricep kickbacks. So again, we're going to go into that bent over position. Now if you're tired in that position, you can use a chair to help out, but you'll have to do both sides. Okay, so kicking back. Keep your back straight now. Good. Send those weights behind you. If you can get down a little deeper, be able to get in deeper into those triceps. That's it. Good. Keep the elbows close to the body. Breathe in, breathe out. That's it, good work. Inhale, exhale. Get that air circulating around the body. Good, really feeling the burn towards the end of round one. Muscles are quivering. Looking forward to having a little rest before we go again. Good. Come on, keep the body moving. Just there now, last few seconds. Okay, and there you go. And there's my dumbbell clap for the end of round one. Well done, okay. Very good work. Let's just stop that. Okay, so let's have a little drink of water now, and I will see you back here for round two. Hello, you're very welcome back. Now let's get going with round two, okay? Now you can start straight away, or you can have further rest if you need it, but we're going to get going now with our side leg lifts. So it's 1, 2, 3. You can have a little rest every 3 reps if you want. 1, 2, 3, or you can keep going. You can count in your head. Sometimes counting in your head really helps with difficult exercises. Just distracts the mind a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Now, of course, you can put your weights down and do this body weight if you need to. 2, 3. Good. Ooh, the balance. It's a wonderful exercise for your balance and also for your abdominals. I can actually really feel them working hard here to keep me upright and stop me from bending to the side. Good. A few seconds to go. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Okay. Ooh, that is so tricky. All right. Now, tummy again engaged before we begin. Shoulder blades retracted. Okay, let's go. We can do it. Move away from the chair. 1, 2, 3. Rest down if you need that little rest in between reps. 2, 3. Good. It's no harm. You can take it in 3s, take it in 5s, whatever you want, or keep going. Good. Rest it out. The extra weight really makes a difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, you can do it. Let's get to 10. Good. But we keep going. We're so close to being done. Losing the balance. A few more. Come on. Well done. What a burn. It sure was. And I'm so glad to have the upper half coming next. Okay. Now we have our dumbbell punches. If you want to stay with a few just going across the body as well, you can do that. You can mix this up if you want to. Good. And punch. Come on, make it come from your back muscles there with your abdominals really engaged for me here. And I really feel tension around your core there, your belly button. Let's do some uppercuts. That's it. Come on, nice and strong. Keep that elbow tucked into your side there, your rib cage. Good. Just bounce off that toe. Getting a little bit of cardio into today's strength. This is a nice conditioning exercise. And punch across. Come on. And across. Well done. Where did the time go on that one? Oh my goodness. All right, now we're back to sumo squats. Okay, so remember, sit to stand on the chair if you're not able for these deep knee squats. And you don't even have to go deep knee. Calf raise here. You can take it into a little seat. Just introduce squatting for yourself without assistance. Or if you can get down deep knee, work on that. You work away with that. Good. Down and up with those heels. And calf raise, feeling the calves burning, round 2. That's it, good. Now we have our Romanian deadlift, or some people call it a stiff leg deadlift, SLDL. And that's going to work the opposing muscle groups to this particular exercise. It was the method in my madness. Right, we're going down to the hamstrings. Okay. Now, so stick the rear out and back up. Good. And back up. So stick your bottom out. Sorry, I tell a lie there. The opposing muscle groups to the hamstrings are the quads. Yes, well actually I am correct. When we're doing sumo squats, we're working the quads and the glutes. So these are the opposing muscle groups to the quads or the thighs. Good. So once you're working one side, you should always balance out the body and work the other. Good. Don't worry about getting these weights all the way to the floor. Good work, and squeeze out, a little squeeze at the top. Don't overly squeeze though. You might just round your back a little bit if you overly squeeze. Now where are we? Glute presses. We're down to the floor or your chair. One side, other side, and then into your glute bridge. Okay, now let's go down, get into position. Okay, we'll start on the opposite leg this time. Engage the tummy muscles. Try not to sink into it. Keep the elbows straight. Nice tall long arms. And then put the tray on your foot. Look underneath, see, make sure your leg's not coming down. You'll be amazed how short or how small the range of movement is here. Okay, now of course you can do big ranges of movement. That's not to say you can't do this particular exercise. But today I'm just keeping them short, like little pulses. It's the day of the pulse. Ooh, it's a real burn. Lift and lower. If you're not used to these exercises, you'll feel them burning straight away. But I have to say, even though I'm finding this workout tough today, time's going fast. Let's stretch it back now and we'll do the other side. Oh, that's a lovely stretch. Nice child pose. Good. And back up again. Okay. Tummy engaged. Try not to sink those elbows down. Nice and straight arms. And lift that leg up. You might think you have height, but look underneath and see, is it dropping? Small range, just a little pulse. Up, up. There's hardly a down in it. It's up, up. Good. Just imagine you have a tray stuck to your shoe there. Now we're into that bridge next. While we're down here, we'll do some bridging. With or without weights. If you still feel a little bit unsure with weights, just go body weight, because it's a great exercise, body weight. Well done. I'm just going to grab my dumbbells so I have them ready for my chest fly as well. Okay. Now, right, let's go with our bridge. So again, your spine, hip bones, pubic bone, all in one straight line there, one straight plane. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae into neutral. Then curl your rib cage, so your hips towards your rib cage. Your hip bones there, that those two bony protrusions. And curl them. Hip bones towards rib cage. Don't come too high. You don't need to come really high with bridging. That's it. And squeeze. Hopefully you're feeling it in your bum cheeks. If they say if you feel it in your hamstrings more than your bottom has gone a bit sleepy on you. So you need to do lots more of these. Okay, now while we're down here, I was keeping it simple today, rather than going up and down. Chest flies. You can get a few extra reps here if you want to. That's it, good. And don't overextend. Again, you have the safety of the floor here. But just in case you're on an exercise step, just watch that. Good work. And close. Open wide and close. It's like you're drawing a rainbow there above your head, or a semicircle. That's it, good. And these are great for working the chest, just in a different way to a bench press or a chest press. Good work. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Well done. Okay, now we have to make our way up and we'll work on the opposing muscle groups to the chest, and that is your back. All right, let's move our mat out of the way. Now we're going to stick the bottom out just like the RDL, so abdominals engaged, bottom out, long arms away, and then we drive those elbows back. That's it, pull back. Now you can go down a little deeper if you can. That's it, drive those elbows back. Now you should feel some work going on between your shoulder blades. Pull back, good. Keep those elbows close to the body. Keep going now, we have our bicep curl, shoulder press next. And we'll finish out with the triceps. And then I'll do some stretches with you. Good. Well done, excellent work. Okay, now we're ready for bicep curl, shoulder press. All right, round two is going quite fast today. Okay, into position. Now you might want to stagger the legs again. Curl. That's it, well done. Curl it, reach up. and back down. Curl, and down. Well done. Keep the elbows tucked into the body. Long arms up over the head. That's it. Come on, you're doing great. Working all of these muscle groups today. It's amazing what you can do in a short amount of time. You can really target your body very well. Good. Reach up and back down. Come on, we're nearly there. That's it. One more. Come on, we can do it. Well done. Have a little break because your arms are just probably feeling quite fatigued now by the time we get to the last part of round 2. Now we are going to do tricep kickbacks. Okay, so again, we're going to stick the bottom out. Now if you're tired, you can always do assistance with a kickback using a chair. Okay, the trouble with that is now you're going to have to do the other side. Okay, sit back and kick back. Now if you can get down a little lower, you're going to really hit the back of that arm. Keep that neck relaxed. That's it. Good. And drive that dumbbell back behind you. Slow this down now, don't rush. Good, you can even make light weights heavy if your weights are not, you feel like you could do with a heavier weight. And if you feel your weights are getting lighter, that is a wonderful thing. That is great, that's a sign your body's getting stronger. And there you go, and there's my dumbbell clap for you to finish out today's strength. Well done, that was excellent. Big clap as well. I'm always very proud of you when you come on and say how strong you're getting, how you can see progression and change in your body, especially with weights. It's very important. Anybody of any age should be lifting weights, but most definitely when we get into our menopausal years and beyond, when we're losing all our fertile hormones, and we're losing our progesterone and estrogen that keeps our bones strong and healthy, we have to find ways ourselves to overcome these changes in our body. And one way we can do it most definitely is by good nutrition and strength training. Okay, so good work today. Let's do a few stretches before we finish out. Now I just had somebody asking me just to show them a few modifications for the stretches I did in a recent, our knee friendly strength there recently. So this was one that we were doing down on the floor. Okay, so this is the one you can do if you want to, and you can use some sort of elevation if you want to, or you just come down onto the floor. You have your mat there as well handy if you want to use it. Okay, now if you can't do that, it's just our lovely stretch that we do on the chair. So anytime you see me on the floor, if you come up onto an elevated surface like a chair, or if you want to go lower down, a coffee table, or a kitchen countertop is wonderful. I've often stretched using the kitchen countertop. You can push the chair away if you want to increase the stretch here. It's lovely. This is hitting your back muscles, your latissimus dorsi, a little bit into the shoulder, your biceps as well. Feeling a nice stretch there in the arm. You can press down onto the chair to increase the stretch. Good. Push it away even more to increase your stretching. Well done. Okay, now just another stretch that I did on that particular workout. Yes, we were opening up the chest muscles, and of course you can come down onto the floor in case you don't have any equipment. Now that one feels quite difficult on the floor, so I like the raised surface. Okay, now of course we can't do it down on the floor. You can come up. And this is a lovely one, a nice alternative if you haven't got any equipment. And look, I have the weights all stacked up on the chair, so it's not going to move on me. They're providing a bit of weight for me. So around, if your chair is moving, push it up against a wall. Okay, and then of course you would do the other side. And it's a lovely stretch, it really is. It's lovely up on an elevation. You can actually get a much better stretch if you come up higher. Good beginner stretch, that one. You can hold it for about 30 seconds if you want to, or you can just keep switching. If it's uncomfortable, just keep switching for about 5 to 10 seconds each side, and you can work on the length of time you spend on it. Good. That's a lovely stretch. And then of course, here's another one you can do. Again, using an elevation is lovely, a nice hip opener. If you're not, you can of course go down onto the floor with this. If you're very flexible there, your hips are nice and in a good lengthened position, nice and flexible. If you can't, the lower you get down, the easier it'll become for you. And again, I would hold these stretches for at least 20 to 30 seconds, switching both sides. If you're not able to do that, up onto the chair. And here we go again, just using the higher we come, the easier it is. And this is a very important position to put your body into every day, whether you're exercising or not. You should always be opening up the hips. Good. Well done, that feels really nice. And you can just keep switching. 10-second holds and then switch. And then as you get more used to the stretch, you can increase the time you spend under tension. Well done. And then other side. Good. And come on up. Let's do a few stretches for the upper half. Nice C-shape stretch. I love this stretch here. C, the capital C above your head. Again, don't fly into your stretches without engaging your tummy muscles. That's brilliant. Stretch over. Good. Now I will, as always, link up a longer cool down for you. So you'll find a cool down playlist linked up in the description box right underneath the video here. And if you want to spend between 10 up to half an hour stretching, it's all there for you. Good. And stretch above your head. Lovely, really nice. And I want to say a big thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that workout. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. That would be really helpful for the video. And I will see you in the next one. Double thumbs up to you. See you soon.